Good morning, all of you. Today's lesson is section B, chapter 8, rural livelihood. We are going to study. In this chapter, we are going to study rural occupations and types of the farmers, small and big farmers, and other rural occupation and the measure of adopted by the government to improve the rural life. So, here in the first one, rural occupation. If you look into that, we can see that farming activities and non-farming activities. In the farming activities, if you look into that, it is include like preparing the land, sowing, weeding, and harvesting of crops. And when you look into the non-farming activity, that include like making basket, utensil, pots, brake, bullock cart, etc. And there are another people, those who provide their services to another. Those are like a blacksmith, nurse, teachers, washerman, doctor, barbers, maybe like who repair like cycle or another things. So those are the rural occupation that we can see. And then another one again is that like as I said, types of farmers. Types of farmers. We can see here is that small farmers, and then the small farmers are those who have smaller agricultural land, and they grow crops mainly for their own use and for the local consumption because they don't have a big land, and so they don't have enough to sell it out. It is just enough for them. And so big farmers are also there. Big farmers are those who own the big agricultural land and rice or dal or shop or money lending business they have. These are the rich people in the uh, rural area. So they establish their mills and shop of them by borrowing money from like some cooperative banks. So they use money um, to buy some quality of seed and fertilizer, and even some modern machinery to plow their land for their agriculture. And then landless landless farmer are also there again. Landless farmer, and then landless farmers are those who have no land. So they work for small farmers or big farmers, those who have a small land or big land. So they depend entirely upon the work they do on another's farm. So their life is very like difficult. So these landland farmers work with their sons on other fields of the laborers. Their condition is quite miserable. So most of them are living in the extreme poor. They're living in the extreme poverty. They are very poor. And another occupation we can see is that daily products. Daily products, when we say daily products, means mostly we talk about the cattle farming and dairy dairy farming. Buffalo and cows provide milk, but he buffalo, that means a male buffalo, and the bullocks are used for the smaller farmer to plow their fields. And so this villager of Gujarat have formed a large dairy cooperative. That is, we can say that the most famous in India of this dairy milk producer. So the that one is they call it Anand, and it is the biggest supplier of dairy products in India. And another one again is this another occupation is fishing. Fishing is one of the very important one for the rural area, and then, this sometimes they borrow money from the traders, and then so they buy net or some kind of thing that which they think that they need for catching fish, and then they throw nets. But during this when it is really rainy season, when it's become like flood or something like that, their life is very terrible. they cannot get fish. The life is very hard during the times. And so to improve the life of these rural people, rural life, in India, the government of India, they took some kinds of they adopted some kinds of some kind of rule. We can say that they make something which improve to improve the life of these rural people. Like number one, uh, the government of India abolished zamindari system, which zamindari system was not really good for these village people. And then so Indian government, they started self-help governments for the fishing community. Program make sure that uh, every member of the family, at least one member of the family, should be engaged in profession. And another one is, which is right now is very like common, or we can say that well known, is that NREC. That is, government has started to set up many employment guarantee scheme, the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. This is right now, which is we can see almost in almost every like villages. These are the measures that adopted by the government to improve the rural life, and those are that the lesson that we covered today. And today our lesson is, as you said, as we explained, that rural livelihood. And so we discuss about their occupations, and then their occupation are farming activities and non-farming activities. We talk about that. And even the farmers, there are smaller farmer and bigger farmers. And so that the government adopts some measures to improve the rural life of the people in that like village. Rural means village. Okay, that is the lesson today. I hope you understand. Thank you so much.